Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is sort of going to be a story time, but also sort of a review. So I had an experience happen to me that was sort of like no other. Like basically this last 10 days, I've been walking around with a band-aid on my nose. So a lot of my friends and my family have been curious on why, and a lot of people came up to me and asking if I got a nose job, if I got like capillary surgery. So in this video I'm going to be addressing it, and it's actually kind of a funny story, and it's like one of those things that it would only happen to me. So last week I was just having, actually for the past 2 weeks, I've just been having a really bad week, and it was just one of those things where I was like, I'm gonna go to Ulta because Ulta solves all of my problems. Like, you know, when you're having a bad week, you just go to Ulta and everything is okay. So I did, and I actually ended up walking out with the Clarisonic Mia 1, and this was something that I've been wanting for a really long time. One of my really good friends, Haley, she actually has this, and she says only good things, so I was like super excited. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna try this. So I ended up splurging. It was $129. It looks like this. It is so cute, and I love the color of it, and I was like, oh, I'm so excited. Very first use, I go ahead and I use it as directed. I use it on my forehead, on my cheeks, you know, on my chin, on my other, you know, and over my nose. Well, severely irritated my skin. I'm talking like, and I'll go ahead and show you a picture, but just warn you, they're not the prettiest pictures, and they're actually terrible pictures of me. But like severe irritation on my cheeks, and it took all of the skin off of my nose. Like, I'm not even kidding you. It wasn't even immediate too. It like took about an hour to actually like develop. So I have a picture within an hour after. So this is what it looked like after an hour of, you know, using the Clarisonic. A lot of people are probably going to be asking, well, are you allergic to it? No, because I used my own face wash. And that's also not like, that's perfectly fine. Like, you're allowed to use your own face wash. People do it all the time. So then I also have footage of what it was like the next day. The next day was the worst. Absolutely the worst. And my skin was just absolutely irritated. Like I said, there was no skin on my nose. So going out in public, I had to wear a band-aid over my nose. And it was just, I just used lots and lots of aloe. And the worst part about it is it was like a severe sunburn. I would put aloe on my face and it would just burn like no other. It hurt so bad. It was basically like a rug burn mixed with a face wash. So my mom's a nurse, and she was just like, treat it like a chemical burn. That's why lots and lots of aloe. So I did call Clarisonic, and they had like amazing customer service. So at first, the first lady that I talked to, they basically just told me,
well, we're not a doctor, and you know, if you go and see a doctor and then the doctor tells you that your irritation is from the Clarisonic brush, we'll pay for your doctor's appointment.
I sent her all of my pictures, and I think after I sent her all of my pictures, she realized the extent of how irritated my face was. And after that, they're refunding me for the Clarisonic, they're refunding me for the aloe, the band-aids, the moisturizer, everything that I needed to use. So I am so happy with them. Amazing customer service. And before you go ahead and just think that like Clarisonics are horrible, I do want to say that everyone has their own experience, and you know, my skin is just a lot more sensitive, I suppose, to this brush. And that was my experience with the Clarisonic and why I've had a band-aid on my nose for the last week. It healed, no scars, we're all good. But before I go ahead and end it, definitely be sure to go ahead and leave a comment down below on your experience with the Clarisonic, because to be honest, I've never heard of anyone else that's had this issue, and I would never wish it upon anyone because it was extremely painful. But it would be really nice to know that I'm not the only person in the world that's had this issue. So go ahead and leave that down below. And if you are not following me on Instagram, be sure to do that. I'll have it right here. I post literally all the time. So if you want to go ahead and follow me on there, that would be awesome. And I will see you guys next week. Bye!